According to the CDC, each year around 350,000 adults in the U.S. suffer from sepsis, and it's important to monitor the signs and symptoms. And here to tell us more on the topic is Dr. Lauren Pye. Dr. Pye, thank you so much for stopping by here and talking with us about this very important topic.
Yes, thank you.
And it's been a topic that, has been in the news in recent weeks following the tragic death of NASCAR legend Kyle Busch, and it raised a lot of questions, a lot of people wondering, what is sepsis? So Dr. Pye, I'm going to ask you, what exactly is sepsis and what kind of impact can it have on the body?
Sure. So sepsis itself is not actually a disease. It's really the body's overwhelming reaction to some type of infection. And then that reaction can cause significant damage to organs and tissues. And then that damage is what can potentially lead to death. And that's why it's so serious. And realistically, anybody can get sepsis. And that's another thing that makes it so dangerous. There are certain populations, such as really young children or older adults or immunocompromised patients, but that are a little bit more susceptible to it. But really, any individual can get it, and that's why it's really important to monitor those symptoms and seek treatment early on if you have.
You kind of touched on it a little bit. What are those signs and symptoms for regular folks at home to look out for?
For sure. Yeah, so fevers, chills, body aches, decreased urine output. Actually, the Sepsis Alliance is an organization, and they have an acronym that's called TIME, which is very appropriate because this process can be rapidly progressing, and time is of the essence. So the T stands for temperature, either really high, really low. I stands for infection, so any signs or symptoms of infection. The M is any type of mental decline, altered mental status, confusion, and then E is just extreme illness, so really severe discomfort, pain, shortness of breath. Any of those things are obviously really concerning.
And as we've seen, this could potentially be fatal, so if someone does feel as if they have sepsis, I do want to mention that this is a medical emergency, and as you said, time is of the essence, so it is important to go see somebody if you feel as if you're displaying signs of sepsis.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, it is a medical emergency, and early treatment and identification is key to treating this. And actually, for every hour that treatment is delayed, the mortality increases by about 4 to 9%.
Really?
So just another reason why it's very important to get in and get seen. So if you or a loved one obviously is feeling like they have any signs or symptom of this, please go see your primary care doctor or get in to see some type of medical personnel.
And can sepsis occur from any type of infection? I believe Kyle Busch had pneumonia, but can this occur from any type of infection?
Yes, viruses, fungal, bacteria, cuts, scrapes, those types of things can actually, any type of infection can cause the body to go into sepsis.
Okay, well, Dr. Pye, thank you for stopping by and talking with us.
Yeah.
This is very valuable information. A lot of people have questions about sepsis. When you see such a popular person like Kyle Busch die from something like this, questions arise, and this is very valuable information for the folks at home. But we got more news and weather after the break. Going to send things over for Ansley for a look at what's ahead on News Channel 11, or First at 4, that is.